Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Caffeinified Gaming. First off, I'd like to thank everyone watching this video and for checking out my channel. It really means a lot to me that you'd take the time to check out this new, unassuming channel among the many other channels out there. But without further ado, let's get into the video, shall we? So basically, in this video, I'll mostly be talking about what my plans are for this channel, my inspiration, and the general kind of content I'll be putting up. My inspiration for starting this YouTube channel is, in fact, YouTube itself. Big surprise, right? I've been watching YouTube videos since I was a teenager and have been playing games even earlier than that. I actually started watching Let's Plays back when PewDiePie was only just starting Amnesia, and to nobody's surprise, I got hooked. Horror was never my strong suit, but watching it was very enjoyable and PewDie's reactions were actually very funny. Eventually, I moved on to other channels, each with their own flair and flavor, from big names like Markiplier to more laid-back ones like Manly Badass Hero and a lot of other creators in between. Recently, I also started watching more speedrun-oriented content such as Bakbasu, Carcinogen, as well as the Games Done Quick channel, all of which eventually convinced me that, hey, maybe I could try this out too. So I guess that brings us here to this video and to the start of Caffeinified Gaming. The inspiration for the name is kinda straightforward, but basically I like coffee, so I guess that shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone at this point. As for content, well, you're basically looking at it. Everything that you're seeing right now is gameplay footage I took while trying to figure out how OBS worked. And if you've noticed a pattern, well, there is none. I like all kinds of games, and that's what you should expect of this channel. The concept of this channel is basically for it to be a celebration of gaming of sorts. All genres, all platforms, well, as soon as I can get them, and yes, even the odd quote-unquote bad game from time to time. For me, this channel is a celebration of the many years of gaming content I've watched and experienced, and that is something I would like to share with all of you. Now, from what I understand about the YouTube algorithm, that might come back to haunt me, but let's cross that bridge when we get there. I'm also planning to perpetually run a speedrun series on this channel, since that is also something that I really want to try out. I won't be speedrunning all the games I play, but you can be sure that there will always be a speed game on the channel. But at the same time, I'm not a very competitive person, so my plan is to simply get on the leaderboard somewhere in the middle of the pack, and that's it. Think of it as more a showcase of the speedrun, a showcase of what a new player like me could do when getting into speedrunning. Again, in line with the whole celebration of gaming thing, since for me, speedrunning is basically the Olympics of games, aside from, of course, actual esports. In the future, I may also start a tutorial series for the games I do end up running, but again, that's something to think about in the future. For now, I want to focus more on the experiential side of playing games, and that brings me to the first two games I will be featuring on this channel. On the speedrun end, I will be running Resident Evil 2 Remake. Now, to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of horror. In fact, I have never actually finished a Silent Hill game because I always ended up chickening out. And RE4 actually scared me as a kid, though I eventually did finish it, so yeah. You can imagine how my experience with this new game is going to be. Before I speedrun it though, there will be a full playthrough of this game on the channel, so I hope you look forward to me having mild heart attacks at every turn. RE2 and all speedrun games will go up on Saturdays. Basically, after I finish up with my regular playthrough of the game, I'm gonna jump straight into running it, and hopefully, you all will join me for that ride. The second game I'll be playing will be Atelieriza, Everdarkness, and the Secret Hideout. I've read reviews of this game, and frankly, I'm very interested in trying it out. I've never played a game from this series as well, so this will be a wholly new start from scratch experience that I hope we can all share. If I end up enjoying the game enough, I'll also be playing the sequel that just released, so stay tuned for that. The game apparently has an alchemy system which sounds fairly interesting and is very story focused, so this should be a very interesting experience. Personally, I also want a more laid back game to fall back to after RE2 sessions so it doesn't get too intense all the time. Ryza and all the more story focused non-speedrun games will also go up on Sundays for a chill Sunday watch. I'm not sure when I'll be able to start posting these quote-unquote primary games since they'll be long playthroughs and I'm still wrapping my head around all the editing software and YouTube in general. For now, expect some random bits of gameplay from various games, and hey, if they get popular, I might end up going harder on that particular game. You never know. Well, that's the schedule for now, but who knows, maybe I can add more videos per week down the line. But I think 2 days is a good start. Other content to the channel will come as we grow, so I hope you all support me in this new YouTube journey. So once again, this is Caffeinified Gaming. Thank you all for watching, and stay awesome everyone.